Brian, if you want to start.
Sure, I'll start. How are you, JR?
Good. Sorry, my kids are learning Spanish, so I'm in Spanish mode. But no, we're good. How are you guys?
No problem. I'm in my car because I have kids around, so I'm doing something different.
Hello to all the kiddos.
Obviously, big weekend coming up. You get to go to the Bay Area and face a team that you guys are coming off of a win against. And how excited are you to get another shot at Stanford and Cal?
Really excited. There hasn't been too many sweeps in this league, on a weekend. And so this is one that we did sweep, which is hard to do in this conference. But yeah, no, we're excited for the opportunity to play, Stanford, of course, because they're one of the best teams in the country. And Cal is also a real challenge in that they've had several weeks of just practice, and a team can absolutely transform themselves, with just even just a one good week of practice, but they haven't played since they last played us. So we don't know what changes they've made, offensively or defensively. So that's another really good challenge.
Going back to your time at Santa Clara, you upset Stanford when you were there. You guys have had such close games with Stanford here, finally beat them last time out. A lot of teams don't match up with Stanford like you guys do. What is it about what you do? I know you don't want to give away secrets, but what's the formula that you have found as a coaching staff to play Stanford?
Yeah, I don't know. People ask me that. It's interesting. I don't think it's anything in particular that we do or don't do. I think part of it is that Stanford is always a team that just does what they do, and we admire their discipline and their attention to detail so much. We always want our teams to be as disciplined and detailed as they are. But one thing about them is they just do what they do. So maybe in that sense, we don't have to adjust as much. Like when you play, say, a Washington, for example, they're going to run 8 different defenses all in the same period. And so there's a lot of preparation that goes into that as far as adjusting to your opponent. Like we're trying to prepare for this, that, and the other. Whereas going into a Stanford game, you're really just trying to be a better version of yourself, because that they're just going to do what they do. They're not going to all of a sudden have these new zone presses and different things. So I don't know if that's part of it, in that our preparation, we place more of a priority on ourselves and being a better version of us, which then makes us just maybe more confident in who we are. And maybe that's a good lesson for us as coaches. Maybe we should do that more often. Less priority on the scout and more priority on us. But I don't know. Our kids just, we always have a real aggressive mindset, and I don't know. I don't think I really have a true answer other than sort of what I said.
So then, speaking of a better version of yourselves, I know you want a better version of what you guys have put out the last 2 times out, right? So how do you feel like this week of practice has gone as far as improving your team from the last 2 games?
Yeah, well, one thing, we've only played 2 games in the last 2 weeks. So against Arizona State, they just zoned us. They had a couple of kids out, and we really struggled, against the zone. And it was the first game, with new rotations and lineups and things like that. And so we placed a big priority on improving our zone offense after the Arizona State game and before the Oregon State game. And we definitely did that, because when Oregon State went zone, we were confident. We knew exactly what we were doing. We scored the ball really effectively. We shared the ball really well. We did everything we practiced. And so that was one thing that actually really improved, in the last, from the second game to the next game. And then just overall this week, we've only practiced once because we were off on Tuesday, yesterday. It was a great practice though. And I am already fully organized and ready for another great practice today. So the priority definitely is on us improving ourselves from a detail standpoint, from an execution standpoint, offensively and defensively. So so I expect us to practice well again today.
And then one last thing for me, and then I'll let other people ask questions. You've got some players from Northern California on your team. I know they've always loved this trip because they get to see family. Will they get to see family this weekend or no?
I don't know. They're certainly allowed to. Maya had some family come see her in Arizona, and all of the rules that apply here applied there. Like they could see her in the lobby of the hotel. as long as they were social distancing and everyone was wearing a mask. And so that would be the same thing. So if we have families that want to see their daughters here, the same rules would apply. Yeah, it's fine, you know, in the lobby with a mask on, socially distanced, and that would be great if they could see their families.
But obviously not in the game. I know ASU was allowing some parents for a little bit, but nowhere else you've been is allowing parents, right?
Correct. Yeah, I heard Utah last weekend had some fans, but yeah, there won't be any fans for sure. But in the hotel lobby, it'd be great if they could see them.
Okay, great. Thanks, JR.
Thank you, Brian. Have a good day.
You too.
Corey or Guy, you guys want to jump in?
Yeah, I'll jump in. I wanted to ask about going to play at Stanford, and they have not had an opportunity to play at home at all this year, and now they get to see you guys. Does that make a difference for you guys? I think it would be more jarring for them than it would be for you. You're used to playing on the road in empty gyms.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they're practicing there all week, but I honestly, mostly, I'm just very excited for the Stanford players and coaches to get to play at home. I mean, it's pretty incredible what they've done to be on the road the way they have and still playing at such a high level. And I'm just really thrilled for them because you know, love their staff and team, and what a great thing for them to finally get to play at home.
I want to get a sense of how you feel leadership. Has there been any shift in leadership without Jalen for the last couple of games now, and now through some practices? Have you noticed anything different? You know, it stinks that she's not there, but certainly some people are going to have to step up a little bit more in the leadership role.
Yeah, from a vocal standpoint, you know, Jalen's not a real vocal person anyway. She's working on it and has grown in that area. But our most vocal people in practice are usually, you know, Peanut, Aubrey, Sela, Maya, and those kids have done that. I was incredibly proud of Sela and how she played last Friday. I thought she and Aubrey Knight had their best games of the year. And Sela did a great job managing our team, our offense. She was great defensively. And, you know, she's continued to do that through practice this week. And that's really, really important for us, you know, as a ball club in the games and in practice.
Okay. That's all I have. I'm going to get to talk to you before the games too.
Okay.
So I'll have more for you.
Okay.
Guy, you have anything? Oh, just listening. Okay. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thanks, you guys. Peanut, I guess, will be here shortly. Have a good day, y'all.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, JR. Safe trip.